is heating up. Teams make their bids to sign players in the current transfer window. Hamilton calls for action amid storm over racist PK comment. Former England captain Eoin Morgan steps down and retires from international cricket. And we have some extreme sport to keep you on the edge of your seat. 23-time Grand Slam women's singles champion Serena Williams hopes of a victorious return to Wimbledon after a year away from professional tennis ended with a shock first-round defeat to France's Harmony Tan in a three-set thriller. Final score 7-5, 1-6, 7-6 in just over 3 hours on centre court in London on Tuesday.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, obviously we're in the summer now, and so, right in the swing of it. So like I said, coming into this, I'm just planning for right now and seeing how I feel and just to go from there.
It's a dream because, I saw Serena on the TV when I was young. My coach, Natalie Todia, she played her 20 years ago. So, yeah, it's a big, generation. Yeah. And she's a legend. I mean, she won 23 Grand Slam, and when you played her, I was scared. I mean, I was scared when I was on the court, but really happy to be there.
World number one Iga Swiatek's winning streak continued as she began her campaign with a 6-love, 6-3 victory over Jana Fett. The top seed was in complete control of the opening sets, breaking the first game and taking the set with ease. Swiatek became the first women's player in the 21st century to win 36 consecutive matches, and she did it in style.
2 sets to love. 6-love, 6-3.
Not really, because still when I see Serena or see Venus, they seem like, I don't know, the legends, and I don't consider myself a legend. They seem like the ones that, they're the greatest of all time in tennis. So not really, but it's amazing for me to have that kind of streak, and it just shows how much work we've been putting for every match, and I'm pretty happy that I could show consistency, because it was always my goal. I didn't know that it's going to be possible for me to show that much consistency and actually to win tournaments.
Coco Gauff advanced to the second round after a tough 2-6, 6-3, 7-5 win over Elena Gabriela Rusa. The American 11 seed was on the back foot for much of the match, but prevailed in 2 hours and 29 minutes.
The match, it was definitely a difficult match. First rounds are never easy. She played well, and she really we both gave her all in that match today, and I'm just glad I was able to come out with a win.
Meanwhile, two-time champion and 25th seed Petra Kvitova of the Czech Republic fought back from a set down to defeat Italy's Yasmin Pioli in 3 sets, 2-6, 6-4, 6-2 in the first round.
Now I feel much better. Yeah, it was tough one with different conditions and transition from Eastbourne here, playing different opponent as well. So it was really tough, and I don't know how I made it, but probably it was just the fighting spirit today. Probably the strongest how I beat everything and beat my opponent.
2019 champion and 16th seed Simona Halep of Romania eased into the second round following a straight set 6-3, 6-2 victory over Karolina Mukova of the Czech Republic.
It was a really good match.
I was a little bit nervous before because I knew that she's a very tough opponent, but I played well and I played what I had to play, so it was a good match.
Mireia Sakkari eased into the second round with a 6-1, 6-4 win over Zoe Hives. The Greek set the pace early, breaking the opening game to love. Then she rushed to close out the set. Hives took a medical timeout, though, early in the second set for some treatment on a thigh injury. Well, she managed to rebound by holding her serve as Sakkari closed to within the win. The number 5 seed wasn't to be denied, though, eventually closing out the match in just 78 minutes.
There you go.
Yeah, feeling very good. Obviously, I had a chance to close out the match sooner than I did, but overall I think it was a very solid performance, and I'm very happy, to be again in the second round here.
12th seed Yelena Ostapenko also advanced with a routine 6-4, 6-4 win over Ocean Dodin, while China's Zhai Sheng defeated Misaki Doi 6-4, 6-love. It was bad news, though, for Olympic champion Belinda Bencic of Switzerland, who crashed out in the first round after she was beaten 6-4, 7-5, 6-2 by China's Wang Xiang.
For the love of the game.
Please note that the official date for analog television switch-off is imminent. If you're still watching television through an aerial, please take the following steps to continue watching your favorite programs on the SABC. Buy a digital tuner for your analog TV set and get connected. Buy any digital television decoder, either satellite or digital terrestrial, and get connected. Buy a smart television and connect through an aerial. If you can't afford any of the above, please contact your nearest post office for more information on how to connect. For more information, please WhatsApp 0600 625 458 or call 0860 736 832.
Mzansi football is about to change forever.
Football is freedom. Let's just go there and enjoy ourselves. Let's play. There's nothing impossible. We just go there and win the game.
Crunching tackles and lightning pace have a new face. Istande, Zamaya, and Ishibobo will be executed with perfection. Tactics will come alive with excellence and precision, just by the players you're yet to meet. Our names will be known from KwaZulu to the Free State. Our names will be praised from the Table Mountain to the hills of Venda. Because this time around, we, the women of Mzansi, take to the field. We're taking Idiski to new heights. Our home is football, and we love it here.
Double save! A double save!
Catch all the action of the Hollywood Bets Super League live on SABC 1, S3, DTT, and also available on Telkom 1. SABC Sport is the home of football.
Risk everything, fear nothing, no regrets. Play hard or don't play at all, and rise to the top. Catch the finest of local talent in the Heritage Rugby, Saturdays at 3 p.m, live on SABC Sport on DTT Channel 4, OpenView 124, and also available on Telkom 1.
Rafa Nadal advanced to the second round at Wimbledon with a 6-4, 6-3, 3-6, 6-4 win over Francesco Cerundolo. The Spaniard was in solid form from the outset. However, Cerundolo wasn't just on the court to make up the numbers. Following Nadal's control in the first two sets, the Argentine fought hard to take the third. Nadal was too strong, however, and closed out the match in just over 3.5 hours. Nadal's 306th Grand Slam match victory helped him go level with Martina Navratilova in 4th place on the all-time list of most Grand Slam singles match wins.
Difficult, yeah. Something expected because didn't play on grass for 3 years, and being honest, he played at very high level for such a long time. He started to not missing balls, serving well, and hitting great forehands, and especially great backhands, because normally he has a great forehand, but the backhand today on his side was great. So positive thing, I finished the match playing well. The last couple of games I raised up my level without a doubt, and that's given me the chance to end with a victory, no? But yeah, very positive match for me. Of course, there is an important room to keep improving, but I am sure that this match gonna help.
Stefanos Tsitsipas snapped his first round hoodoo at Wimbledon when he ended Swiss qualifier Alexander Richard's first tour level match with a 7-6, 6-3, 5-7, 6-4 win. The Greek 4th seed moves into the next round for the first time since 2018 after he had perished in the opening round on his last 2 visits to the All England club.
Game, set, and match, Tsitsipas. 2 sets, 3-1, 7-6, 6-3, 5-7, 6-4.
Well, that definitely helps, having a victory before a big event like this. Grass court here is completely different. It's perfect. It's you know, you never get missed bounces, which sometimes can help and sometimes it doesn't really help that much. It's pure clean tennis. I haven't had the privilege of starting Wimbledon with a title before, the week before, and that gives me a lot of confidence on having a strong start this year. Points or no points, I try and approach it the same way. I'm playing for just the idea that Wimbledon has to offer.
Felix Auger-Aliassime became the highest men's seed to exit this year's championship when the serve and volley specialist Maxime Cressy sent the Canadian 6th seed packing with a 6-7, 6-4, 7-6, 7-6 win in the opening round. It was a marathon match that lasted all of 4 hours and 10 minutes. Meanwhile, Nico survived an epic battle with local Paul Jubb to win 3-6, 6-1, 7-5, 6-7, 7-5. The Brit came out with force, taking the opening set, and looked not the easiest but intimidated by the fiery Australian. Kyrgios, however, bounced back to dominate the set and grab a vital break in the third to take a 2-1 lead. Jubb, with his back to the wall, forced a tie-break in the fourth, which he managed to grind out in his favour. But Kyrgios' experience proved a valuable asset in the decider as he closed out the match in just over 3 hours.
No. But a lot of disrespect was being thrown today from crowds, and I'm just starting to think that it's normal when it's really not. You know, I didn't say anything to the crowd until they started. Just every time I came down to the far end, people just going. And it's starting to know if it's normal or not.
Elsewhere, 18 seed Grigor Dimitrov retired from his match with American Steve Johnson due to an apparent groin problem. And last year's runner-up Matteo Berrettini withdrew at the start of the day from the tournament after testing positive for COVID-19. English Premier League side Manchester United have reportedly reached a broad agreement over a €65 million fee plus add-ons with Spanish La Liga club Barcelona to sign Netherlands international Frankie de Jong. However, club sources said the deal is not done just yet, and there are still significant issues to work through to secure the midfielder's signature. The 25-year-old is reported to be new United manager Erik ten Hag's #1 transfer target ahead of the new season. De Jong made 46 appearances for Barcelona last term and has 4 years remaining on his current contract at the Camp Nou. De Jong played under Ten Hag at Ajax and was part of the squad that completed the Dutch Eredivisie and the League Cup double during the 2018-19 campaign, as well as reaching UEFA Champions League semi-finals that season.
For the love of the game.
This month, Solutions 24 returns with a brand new season.
We once actually got to a point where we gave up on our idea.
It's going to take more time than you think.
13 social entrepreneurs changing lives and positively impacting communities in South Africa with their innovative ideas.
We can't just be selfish and just think of ourselves. We have to think of everybody.
Ba itse go sepetlele ona le TB ya hemimelia amputatiwa ka di 14 March nana 11 months and then re fitla mola sorry
healing azande ifumane esontweni kodwa ndikwazile ukuyifumana apha.
You got to learn how to stand up for yourself. You got to learn how to almost stand up for your space.
No, life happens and you need to be able to take the bull by its horns.
I'm the great tragic actress. I wanted to make people cry and feel better.
Sundays at 8 p.m. right here on SABC2.
Risk everything, fear nothing, no regrets. Play hard or don't play at all and rise to the top. Catch the finest of local talent in the Heritage Rugby, Saturdays at 3 p.m. live on SABC Sport on TTT Channel 4, OpenView 124 and also available on Telkom 1.
Tune in and stay entertained with our sports shows on SABC Sport. Keep up with the best sports entertainment brought to you by SABC Sport.
For the love of the game. For the love of the game.
Welcome back to Sports Wrap. Lewis Hamilton called for action to charge archaic mindsets after a racist remark about him by Brazilian triple champion Nelson Piquet emerged on social media, triggering widespread condemnation. In a Brazilian interview on YouTube in November, the 69-year-old Piquet used a racial slur when referring to the 7-time world champion when commenting on Hamilton's British Grand Prix crash with Max Verstappen. He also said Hamilton had played dirty in the incident. Piquet's daughter Kelly is Verstappen's partner, and the comments resurface as the drivers prepare to return to Silverstone this weekend. Hamilton, who was recently awarded honorary Brazilian citizenship and is the sport's only black driver, responded on Twitter. The Mercedes driver said it's more than language and that these archaic mindsets need to change and have no place in the sport. Motor racing's governing body, FIA, Formula One and Mercedes all issued statements condemning racism, but without mentioning Piquet by his name. Piquet, who won his titles in 1981, 1983 and 1987, has been a vocal supporter of far-right President Jair Bolsonaro and drove the presidential Rolls-Royce during the ceremony last year. Hamilton was made an honorary citizen of Brazil after the lower house this month passed a bill proposed by Congressman André Figueiredo. The Briton, whose boyhood hero was the late Brazilian triple champion Ayrton Senna, unfurled a Brazilian flag after he won last year's race at Sao Paulo's Interlagos circuit. 2016 Formula One world champion Nico Rosberg made a rare appearance behind the wheel last week as he took to an off-road track in Germany. Away from his television punditry, Rosberg is CEO of Extreme E outfit Rosberg X Racing. The 36-year-old took an exclusive test drive in his team's Odyssey 21 vehicle at the Nürburgring Off-Road Park. Rosberg retired days after pipping Mercedes teammate Lewis Hamilton to the 2016 F1 title and has not raced competitively since. RXR, I beg your pardon, won the inaugural Extreme E Championship last year and took victory in the 2022 season opener in Saudi Arabia. The second round takes place from the 6th to the 7th of July in Sardinia, Italy.
How cool is that? That is insane. That is completely insane. How cool is that? My goodness.
Eoin Morgan has said it was a sad day when he decided last week to retire from international cricket and step down as England's white ball captain after more than 7 years. Morgan's widely expected decision was confirmed on Tuesday at Lord's.
The day it hit me, it was quite a sad day, reaching the end of such a special journey. But in many ways since that day, I've been incredibly proud and content with the decision and excited for English cricket going forward. There's been so many strong decisions made in a positive way for not only our group but the Test group over the last month and a half. The appointing of 2 new coaches and a new Red Ball captain, and the way that both sides play is just incredible. So as I sit back now as a fan, I'm incredibly excited.
The 35-year-old Morgan is England's leading run scorer in one-day anti-20 cricket with 6,957 and 2,458 runs respectively, and his tally of 225 ODIs and 115 T20s is also an England record. Morgan's teams have compiled 3 highest ODI totals, and 2 weeks ago in the Netherlands they raised the world record to 498 for the loss of 4. However, Morgan scored consecutive ducks in the first 2 matches and missed the third with a groin issue, and explained to the media on Tuesday that he realized in Amsterdam that his time was right to retire, with Jos Buttler set to take over as captain.
I think at the moment the best thing for the setup is for me to come out of it, let the new captain find his feet, build a relationship with a new coach, and ultimately drive towards the next World Cups. They come thick and fast. And the potential the team has is unbelievable. I'm excited to sit back and watch. I'm incredibly grateful and lucky to be a part of such a special time in English cricket. But I think, what's to come could be even more special.
The Live Golf Invitational has arrived on US soil this week with its second event in Portland, Oregon. The Saudi-backed series has added 4 players from the top 50 to the world since the inaugural event outside of London. Brooks Koepka, Adam Answer, Bryson DeChambeau, as well as Patrick Reed.
Just my opinion, man. My opinion changed. That was it. You guys will never believe me, but we didn't have the conversation until everything was done at the US Open, and figured it out and just said I was going to go one way or another. Here I am. Look, I got respect for Rory as a player. He's good. He's phenomenal. I'll be honest with you, I didn't see it. I didn't hear about it till basically like a day ago. So, look, he's entitled to his opinion. He can think whatever he wants. He's going to do what's best for him and his family. I'm going to do what's best for me and my family. And can't hate on anybody for that. And like I said, opinions change, man.
They're going to get, we already have a pretty strong field and a pretty strong case to get world ranking points. So I feel like it would be kind of crazy not to get any points if we're playing in this big time event. So definitely banking on having some points going forward, hopefully sooner rather than later. And we want to be competing in this majors 100%. So for me personally, yeah, it's a big decision.
I respect everyone's opinion and decisions, just like I hope they would on our side as well. Everybody's entitled to their own opinions, and from my perspective, we're golfers. We're providing entertainment globally, and we'll continue to do so as time goes on.
Meanwhile, the PGA Tour and DP World Tour on Tuesday announced a joint venture partnership amid the ongoing threats posed by the Live Golf Invitational Series. As part of the new partnership, which runs through to 2035, the PGA Tour will increase its existing stake in European Tour Productions to 40% from 15%. In addition, from 2023, the top 10 players in the DP World Tour rankings will receive PGA Tour cards for the following season. The DP World Tour also annual prize fund its membership for the next 5 years. Sprinter Blessing Okpara's doping violation will keep the Nigerian teammates from participating in the 4x100 meter relay at next month's World Championships. The Athletics Integrity Unit, which oversees doping cases in track, announced earlier this week it was extending Okpara's 10-year ban by a year and making it retroactive to June the 13th, 2021. That's 6 days before she competed at Nigeria's Olympic trials, with her relay squad qualifying for this year's Worlds. The former world champion originally received a 10-year ban in February for being part of an organized doping regime in preparation for last year's Tokyo Olympics. A flurry of moves were seen around the NBA on Tuesday. Russell Westbrook is set to play for Los Angeles Lakers next season, while Boston Celtics assistant Will Hardy will be the new coach of Utah Jazz. Westbrook is exercising his option to play for $74.1 million next season, according to close sources. Neither Westbrook nor the Lakers have revealed the decision publicly. Westbrook is past NBA MVP and one of the league's top 75 all-time players. He'll turn 34 next season, his 15th in the NBA. Meanwhile, Celtics assistant Will Hardy has accepted an offer to replace former Utah coach Quinn Snyder, who decided to leave the Jazz earlier this month after 8 seasons in charge. Five-time WSL reigning world champion and Olympic gold medalist Carissa Moore has won her first event of the year, defeating French surfer Joanne Defay in an exciting final of the IO Rio Pro Stop 8 on the WSL Championship Tour in Brazil. Moore found the wave in the final minute to deliver a series of precise bottom-to-top turns to score an outstanding 9.5 out of a possible 10 to take the victory.
I'm kind of emotional just because it's been kind of a tiring year, and I kind of was like, just, the self-doubt comes back, and I literally was just surrendering. I was like, you know what, if I get another second, this has been such a blessing. I've had such a good trip with good people, and I feel like so much love, and so the universe just sent me the wave, and I'm so grateful.
An all-Brazilian men's final saw current world #1 surfer Philip Toledo take a huge win over compatriot Samuel Pulpo. Toledo saved his best for the last, scoring a perfect 10-point ride in the final, which excited the massive crowd. The next event on the WSL Championship is at Jeffreys Bay in South Africa, beginning on the 12th of July. We'll catch sport at 10 every Wednesday evening. You can see it on the SABC Sport channel. It's also available on OpenView channel 124 as well as SABC 1. And don't forget to check it out on Telkom 1.